know you can't hear me, but you can see me. So watch me. Watch me.
You know you're talking to a robot, right?
I know. Shut up. Watch me.
Adam and Zeus walked to the center of the ring, but Zeus knocked Adam to the ground with a single punch. The crowd began cheering loudly. That punch nearly stopped Adam in his tracks. Zeus's face was filled with contempt. He raised his hands high, showing everyone his power. Amid my constant shouts, Adam struggled to his feet. But as soon as Zeus saw him stand, he unleashed another flurry of punches, knocking him back down. In less than 10 seconds, Adam had been knocked down twice. The match seemed hopeless. I didn't know how to win this fight. All I could do was shout frantically from the sidelines. Fortunately, Adam heard Max's voice. He struggled to his feet once more, but facing such a powerful opponent, we had absolutely no way to fight back. Adam was backed into a corner. Zeus unleashed a barrage of hydraulic punches. He landed one final steel-hard punch. Adam staggered but refused to go down. Zeus landed another punch. This should have ended the fight. His face was etched with frustration. But Adam had already fallen into a state of unconsciousness. The referee began the countdown. The match was about to end.
6, 7, 8, 9.
The audience found it hard to believe. They began cheering for Adam. Adam, now standing, clasped his hands tightly around his head. Then, seizing the moment, he launched his first attack. That punch nearly stunned Zeus. No one expected Adam, who had been taking a beating the whole time, to be able to fight back. Under my command, Adam began a frenzied counterattack. In an instant, Zeus was thrown into a state of panic. Fortunately, the operator adjusted the strategy in time. Zeus dodged and moved behind him. Then he launched a barrage of heavy punches at him. Adam could only block defensively, but Zeus ripped off his arm guard. He pounded his abdomen relentlessly. Not wanting to delay any longer, Zeus prepared to land a heavy blow. He wanted to finish his opponent quickly. But just then the bell suddenly rang. Zeus was forced to pull back his fist. He returned to the rest area. My son and I began working against the clock to repair Adam, but his condition clearly wasn't looking good. Many parts had malfunctioned. Fortunately, before the match began, we managed to fix Adam. Round 2 kicked off immediately. Zeus was even more aggressive this round. He came out swinging, tossing Adam aside like a chicken. But to Zeus's team's surprise, Adam was like a cockroach. No matter how many times he was knocked down, he kept getting back up. And under my control, he was even able to land the occasional counterpunch. That's how we made it through the second round. We moved on to the third round. In this round, Adam slowly began to gain the upper hand. He traded blows back and forth with Zeus. The audience hadn't seen such an exciting match in a long time. But soon, Adam couldn't handle the pressure anymore. He was knocked to the ground with a single punch. But just as Zeus thought the fight was finally over, Adam actually got back up once again. I began performing emergency repairs on him. That's how we made it to the fourth round. Adam used his footwork to dodge a fatal attack, but Zeus grabbed him by the head. Then he landed a hydraulic heavy punch. That punch directly destroyed Adam's voice system. He could no longer receive my commands. Zeus seized the opportunity to press his advantage. He rained blows down on Adam's head. I could only watch from the sidelines. There was nothing I could do. Adam's body began to smoke. Just as the situation reached a crisis point, the bell rang again. This saved Adam's life. But now his voice recognition system was damaged. He couldn't continue the match. But my son said he had another plan. It turned out that when Adam was first repaired, Max had installed a mimicry program in him. That meant he could mimic my movements. Let him face Zeus in the final showdown. The bell rang. The fifth and final round officially began. I guided Adam from the sidelines. He countered by mimicking my movements. This was essentially me fighting Zeus in the final showdown. Although I was constantly on the defensive, it was all part of my plan. Soon Zeus began to malfunction. Due to the prolonged battle, his battery was down to less than 20%. I began taunting Zeus with my movements. This provoked Zeus's designer. He yanked the operator off the controls. Taking the controls himself, he unleashed a barrage of furious punches at Adam. But he didn't realize he had already fallen into my trap. Amid the frenzied assault, Zeus's power was rapidly depleting. Meanwhile, Adam pushed his resilient body to its absolute limit. Soon, Zeus's movements began to slow. Clearly, his power was running out. It was time to strike back.
Hey, kid! Now! Get this! The champ is trying desperately to stay on his feet!
A final heavy punch successfully knocked Zeus to the ground. After countless failures, we finally won. Adam fought his way up from the grassroots to become the new champion. Although Zeus got back up during the final countdown, facing an Adam riding a wave of momentum, he was utterly powerless to fight back. The bell rang. The match was completely over. The designer was so furious he smashed the monitor. All the spectators rushed toward the ring. But when the referee announced the result, because Adam had been on the defensive for the first 4 rounds, he hadn't accumulated many points. In the end, the referee awarded Adam 47 points. Zeus received 48 points. By a single point, Zeus successfully defended his championship title once again. But the score no longer mattered. Everyone believed Adam had defeated Zeus. When the host asked Zeus's designer for his thoughts, he was so furious he stormed off. Now all eyes in the arena were on Max, and the audience had even given Adam a very down-to-earth nickname.
They're already calling your bot the People's Champion. Max, what do you say to that?
People's champion? Sounds pretty good to me.